Hi everyone, Jana here, live. I am Jana, mixed media artist, and I bring to you wonderful and colorful mixed media art for your feet, and also bring you tips and help with you starting to use art as a form of enjoyment and mindfulness and therapy for you. So I have something fun here today. I want to talk about 4 tools that you can use on your mixed media art to give a little texture. And let me know later in the comments if you're watching this recorded, if you would like to know more about other tools, and then if you'd like to see videos of these tools in action. So let's get started here. I have the first one. It's Art Crayon Marabou, and these ones, they are so creamy. You know, most people are used to the, you know, jelly crayons, oh my goodness, I forgot their name, gelatos. And I think this is a step up of gelatos because they are so pigmented and so good, and they also dissolve with watercolor. So you basically can do also watercolor work with them. So it's amazing. But what I like also is the texture that they do on paper before you add water to them. So this is number one, which is the Art Crayon Marabou. And they sell them not in big sets, they sell in sets of 3 or 4, if I'm not wrong. But they don't sell like in sets of 12 or things like that. They sell kind of color combinations like purples, pinks, oranges, greens, things like that. So our next one, let me put here number 2, are one of my favorite, which is the Istabila Woody. And this one sells on a set, if I'm not wrong, of 12. And they are wonderful. You can do marks and scribbles with them. They go great on top of acrylics. So they go really well on top of any texture that you have. And also they dissolve on water. What I like about them is that when you press them further on the paper or on the canvas or on the texture, they actually give a very opaque color, and you can even smudge a little bit with your finger. So they are just wonderful. So their name is Istabila Woody. And the third one, it's also one of my favorite all times. I use those for a long time, which is the Neocolor 2. I think they call Watercolor Pastels, and they are great. These are also very pigmented. You can do, of course, marks, but they also work beautifully to do a watercolor work because they are so pigmented. And they come in a big set, smaller set, and big set. They are not that cheap. They are kind of the mid-range, but you know, they do are worth the price. I have this set there for such a long time. I don't even remember, more than, I don't know, 5 years. They still pigmented, they still work really wonderfully, and they really bring that color to your piece. Another thing that you can do as well is use them almost as a glaze, because you can you know, water them a little bit, and with the brush put a little bit of transparent color on top of your piece. Even if it's acrylics, it just give a little kind of effect to it. I think they're worth the price. It's gonna last you for a lifetime. And number 4, it's Graphite Sticks. And there are many brands of graphite sticks if you go, for example, on Amazon. But this ones that you see there is my favorite, which is the Lyra or Lyra, which is Lira, graphite sticks. I think they are awesome quality. They also gonna last a lifetime because see how thick they are. And you can see a Istabila Woody there. I keep my black Istabila Woody separated with my graphite stuff. And you can see that they're gonna last you a lifetime. I don't even remember when I bought those. I just bought a set, I think it's the 4 or 5. There's a bigger set now on Amazon. They have all the range of 2Bs to 6Bs. They work wonderfully. Again, give you that black marks and that array of marks on your paper. And you can also dissolve them in water. I think they're really great if you're also doing sketches and if you want to, water your sketch a little bit. I certainly did whimsical portraits with them, and then I water some parts of it and some parts I left without watering them, but they are wonderful. Also, sometimes in the beginning of the canvas piece, if you just want to do marks and scribble with them, it's just wonderful. Sometimes I like when they mix a little bit with the paint, so it gives the nice touch. So these are the fall ones, and I not sure if you're gonna see this well, but this is a little picture here of them, the marks that they have, and you can see there the marks. Hi, Betai. And but I have this paper there in long. Oh, hello from France. And I have a blog post with all the links for these products and also more details. And I have a close-up of this paper here so you can see really big and close up. And when I did this test there with them, I did on watercolor paper. So it has already a little bit of texture, so it could imitate the work of canvases. And I think this is great if you want to create textures, if you do digital work or create some kind of brush. As my old job, I think we would use a lot of these textures to create that, but they're wonderful. You can see that the Istabila graphite, when you move it with water, it doesn't go out completely, which I love because it still have the marks, but if you put water, it doesn't go completely. The Istabila Woody, which is the first one there, you can see that, yeah, if you put water, it maybe dissolve completely. So you have to take that in consideration. But I just have you look at the art crayon. Again, you can see this at the blog post bigger, but they are so yummy. Look at so creamy. They are way creamier than gelatos, and I thought gelatos were so creamy. I never thought I could find anything, creamier than gelatos. But, I think that's it. So I definitely have to buy more colors of this one. So go to the blog post. Again, my blog post you can find on my bio, but it's schwartz.com/blog. And I think I have it here. Yeah. So connect with me and you can see the blog post of these 4 tools again and a close-up of my test drive. Let me see if you'd like to see videos of each of these tools in action, and I would be happy to do it for you to see how they work with water and without water in a more close-up video. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Let me know in the comments, do you know these products? Have you used them before? Is there something new that you didn't know? And if you used them before, how you like to use them? So I think that would be great for you. Hi, for joining late. I'm just finishing, but you can watch this on the recording. So I talked about 4 tools that you can use to add texture to your work. And you can check the recording on my IGTV. So, oh, you never heard of them. Oh, great. So, hey, more tools for us to buy. I love them. And I think if you have just these 4, you have an array of things to have texture in your work. So you're going to have, a lot of play to do. They are very, very fun. So again, let me know later if you want a close-up of them in action, and hop to the blog and see that texture paper, really big, so you can see really the color and the texture that they have. I think you're going to be really impressed with them. It's hard to show that here on Instagram on this small screen, but on the blog I have a very high resolution picture. Guys, thanks so much for spending this time with me. And I hope to bring you more videos like this with some tips and tricks for you guys to start painting and creating joy in the world. I see you next time. Bye-bye.